wait. Guys, I forgot to put on the song. Now we're ready, guys. Sorry about the hassle.
Where are you going? Going so fast tonight. Have you ever stopped beside the road to smell the rose of life? Take a breath now. Don't hold it in too long, 'cause you might end up missing out on life's short little song. She's saying, ooh, you've got one life to live. She's saying, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let it go. Ooh, you've got one life to live. She's saying, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let it go. You've got one life to live, don't let it go. Can you let go?
Right, let's start. Hello. Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream, and today we are going to be playing some Geometry Dash. I know, Geometry Dash. One of the hardest games. But you will love it. I promise to you. Maybe hard, or maybe not. But we will just see what goes on. The emoji changed. What's up with that? Anyways, I just wanted to start because I've got 46% on a Geometry Dash Demon level, the Nightmare, and I think I could beat this on a stream. Yes, I want to do streams because then I can actually show that I've beaten it. But before we continue with all that, and all that, check out my Geometry Dash profile. Here it is. FishTDM. And I can beat loads of levels, but I'm still stuck at 29% on Club Step. Anyways, let's just show you. Nice. I'm almost at 200 stars. So I've beaten Stereo Madness, obviously. Back on track, Polar Guys, Dry Out, Base After Base, Can't Let Go, Jumper, Time Machine, Cycles, X-Step, Clutterfunk, Fear of Everything, Electroman Adventures. Still need to beat that. I'll beat Blast Processing. And I'm so close to beating Geometrical Dominator. And also, let me know, should I play this or the Nightmare? Vote. Should I play? Vote. Should I play Geometrical Dominator or the Nightmare? I know I am a very small streamer with well under 100 subs, so it would help me so much if you subscribed. Yeah. What kind of horn is that? Some kind of horn going on here. Really? Right. So the vote is now open. Anyone? Well, I'm so close to beating Geometrical Dominator, so I'll just try that, you know. Go! Then you got this rainbow bit right here. Oh wait, you can't, guys can't really hear what's going on. But then you got this bit, which I can manage, of course. Then you got the flying bit. You go down, try and avoid that and that. Then that. I know I don't usually fall into that. It's a 1 in 10 chance I fall into that. Actually, 1 in 30. So it's quite rare I ever bump into that. Also, what's rare is that I overclick sometimes. See, I didn't do it this time. Now, I always know what I'm doing here. Now you've got this bit. You gotta jump, then you got the more robot. You gotta jump there, then jump there, then jump there, then you gotta do this. Now I knew none of you expected I'd come back to stream, but I did. You go up, now down, now up again, down. You gotta do this, which is by far the hardest part. But hey, we'll just see. Wait, you guys even noticing what's going on? No. Sorry, let me just change it. Geometry Dash with Aidenblox here. What can display it? I'll just... What's a blank scene? I'll just put... What I know... No. I need something like... Yo! Duplicate, but... I don't know. We'll just go over blank scene for now. I know what will be good. Let me change my settings quickly. What do I need? Options? No, that's not where it is. Let's try graphics. Yeah, graphics. So not full screen, but window resolution is gonna be about, you know, I'll just go for that. There it is, guys. So then I can open, stay open, and I just know what to do, guys. Sorry, it's just this keeps on going on in the background. I just wanna just turn off for now, you know. I want Geometry Dash about here-ish. You know what I'm doing there. I don't want it so big. I just want it like this, but goes up. Now I just want it to be like this, but keeps going this. So hard, but you'll eventually know what I mean. Let's just change it, shall we, to one. This would do. Or this. I mean, I'm not really just, I know. Let me just pop out chat. Then, what I can do, put this here and put this. Hold on, guys, I'm not the best technical person, so we may be here a while. Do I do this? Or perfect. Just scroll that down like that. And just this, I guess. do now. You guys are very welcome to play. So let's try it now. The nightmare. Because I want to beat this on stream for you guys. Did take a lot of time though to set up, to be honest. Ah, 26%. Look, 46%, so I can get 20% ahead of that. So I'm just gonna... Did I just go a secret way? No. Let's try with the mouse. You guys, the pros always use the mouse for some reason that I will never know. Goodness, I just glitched it again. You're supposed to go here and the pop-out chat. Oof, I'm just oofed at this. Really, it's so hard. Oh goodness, no, I've broke. But lowering the resolution, you can actually... It does break it though, so I'm gonna have to just do this. Wish me luck later. There'll always be that one guy who just leaves it on and on. Well, I guess while I'm here, I can officially say, let's just check. I need to get my chat thing. I need to put it here. Now, how well will this do? If I just put it here, but I don't want it here. I know what to do. I could decrease the resolution, yeah, but I'll do this, restore chat. So now, see how this does. This is better. I can see everything happening now. Yeah, FishTDM's tried lowering resolutions before to beat trash levels. I'm just doing that to fit everything in. When your stream has 0 views. Seriously. I think we'll be back shortly. I just want to, do this stuff and tell everyone I'm streaming. And 78 people shouldn't know I'm streaming, but, I always unexpectedly stream. Nothing goes to plan, but, it's the summer holidays. So I'll stream more often. Be right back, guys. We'll be back shortly. Right. After some time, let's just close that. But the stream is now saved. Let's just, I always unexpectedly stream. Nothing goes to plan, but it's the summer holidays. So I'll stream more often. Guys, I am not saying anything here. Be right back, guys. We'll be after some time. Let's just close that. Oh, it's just the stream is
Let's
now
just refresh
saved.
the stream,
Let's
guys.
I always unexpectedly stream. Nothing goes to plan, but it's the summer holidays.
Where's all this
So I'll
coming from?
stream
What
more
the?
often. Guys, I am not saying anything here.
This
Be
glitch.
right back, guys.
Right.
We'll be after some time. Let's just close that.
I need to
it's
reopen
just
it,
the
yes.
stream.
That was where it was coming from. Sorry, guys.
Stream nothing.
I never thought that was full volume. Okay, so let's just continue with a GD stream. I want to make this bigger, let's just change my resolution. Graphics. pretty sure I can just full screen this. Pretty much. It's just pretty much full screen anyway. Backlit. No way. Full screen. Alright. The nightmare. Let me know how good I am. Boom, 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 boom. Da-na-na. Na-na-na. 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 Do-do-do-do. 47%. Just how? I bet you make it think it's really hard. That part maybe slight auto, or just look auto. Looks pretty easy to me, but I don't know about you guys. Just let me know your reactions to when you beat rounds, I guess. I really want to get Arianna. Oh my god. I need to start a hangouts call sometimes so we can all, so the kitten squad can talk. I know I'm not really doing this as a collaboration, but I'm just coming to say hi. 51%. That's halfway on a demon. Halfway. Or just slightly over half. Guys, we can do this. We can do this. And when we do, it'll be amazing. It'll be my first team I've ever beat. And if I beat this, I probably will. Looks like I will anyway. But, you know, may not. Who votes for me to start a Streamlabs system as well? So I can keep this channel together by you just making awesome stuff. We're just gonna try Geometrical Dominator. How hard is that? How hard is that to be? Let's try it with the mouse again. I don't think the mouse is good anyway. Watch, I'm just dying with the mouse. So guys, but it's just what you're used to. I mean, I'm used to spacebar, so I'm gonna try and do it with the mouse for a couple of attempts, you know. The warm-up attempts. The ones to get me going. And also I've got a Fanta here to keep me going. Ooh, all the way to ball on the mouse. You're an okay mouse. It's half decent. Wait, I know what you do. You just hold it. You just hold it in. I think I'm gonna beat it, guys. It's weird that the song chosen was Polargeist. Makes you think you're playing Polargeist, but like loads of them like to use songs used in official levels, so yeah. But like the hardest ones use Newgrounds, other songs on Newgrounds. All of them came from Newgrounds though, because Newground is Geometry Dash's biggest song getter. Basically every single one is from it. And I don't know about you, but I am getting pretty tired here of clicking and clicking and clicking you. Because at this point, I am. Because I'm literally just, I could just tell my whole community I'm streaming, or I could just start a call with Ken Squad right now. Also, soon you'll be able to send mail to my business. I will reveal Kitten Squad business email very soon. I mean, if I beat the night nap, I will. So you guys can just send us whatever you want, really. Spikes. They're my favourite. I'm always like, why does it have to be ball? But when you get better at ball, you're not really that much at it now. I'm on about the mode in Geometry Dash. Geometry Dash is a pretty dead game because ROBLOX been promising 2.2 for absolutely ages, but never released it. Chicken is burnt, he says. Or at least the Vault of Secrets, the vaults say. Such as the Vault of Secrets, the Vault, Chamber of Time. You know, you have to fool the gatekeeper to get Chamber of Time. But, you know, I don't really have it. I need to get 500 diamonds to get into the shop that gives you it, so. Yeah, I may not get it yet, but, you know, I'll just see what I can say with Chamber of Time. Yes, this is Steam version because it's a whole lot easier. So, that's not the part where you hold it in, but that part you just saw on the right is. So, I don't know, I might play this for a couple more. For as long as it takes, anyways. Lol, just imagine I died at 98% or something. Goodness. I need a kit. I know, when I get really full, please someone just come on live. Because I want someone to watch. I mean, if nobody's going to watch on the online community, just do the personal community. But I'll keep you guys updated once every 10 minutes. Oh, this is too hard. This is too hard. Guys, I'm afraid no more nightmare. What's this? Please dislike this level. Okay. What's this? Did I type it wrong? No, I don't want Universe Sandbox closed. What was it? 55117713. I can't find it. So sorry, sir, but have a nice day. But you know, have you seen me beat Geometrical Dominator? Doesn't mean I have to. I don't know, just... Oh no, that's Finger Dash, not Geometrical Dominator. So weird just seeing it smaller on your screen. goodness. It's nice to know someone actually went on the stream for once. I know. I deliver, but my thumbnail's pretty plain. Seriously. They're very plain. Probably why nobody watches me. I mean, I'm lucky that I have some subscribers. I mean, yeah, I have 80. But guys, if you like this video, I promise you, alright, I need to just let everyone know what's going